My guest today is Jill Adams. She's director at the Berrien County Parks Department. Jill, it's been a little while. We've talked in the past, most recently about the Silver Beach County Park, the playground that you guys have been working very hard on getting it all together. Let's go back to this how this all started, because this playground is something the current playground is quite old, and you've gone through a long, lengthy process to figure out what the future should be, right?
Yes, we have. It's the current playground at Silver Beach, the main playground there, is over 30 years old, and it's definitely showing its age considering the environment that it's in 24/7. And we've had this in the parks plan for the last 2 5-year plans. We knew this time was coming. And then in 2022 and 2023, some Parks and Rec funding became available, the Spark grant. We applied for that. We received the grant for $850,000 that really spurred and kicked off this Silver Beach Playground project.
And when you think about it, you know, that playground being there for 30 years, it had some great moments and great life, but like you said, it's getting old and starting to show its age. So when you're thinking about the new playground, you kind of had that 20 to 30 year, maybe even longer kind of mindset when building this and designing it. So I tell me a little bit more and remind me of some of the process, because you did a lot of different things, from seeing other playgrounds in other areas, but also talking with a lot of people in the community. And that has gotten to you to the point of getting close to breaking ground, right?
Absolutely. It started with a whole lot of people coming together and educating the park staff about how do we move forward? What is this new playground? What should it be? What can it be? And the park staff have had the fun opportunity to visit multiple playgrounds and talk with other parks directors that have done recent playground projects. We also met with local organizations that service children in one way or another, and they were able to guide us. We had an open house in, I believe it was September, where about 80 people came out, looked at multiple different designs from multiple playground companies, and gave some really good feedback that just helped us get more and more focused on where we are today. We do have a design. We have gone out to bid for a construction company, and we will be breaking ground on this playground in October. So it is coming soon, and we are so excited to be able to announce that we're 90% of the way to our overall max goal of $1.25 million for this project.
That's amazing and great news to hear. And I know accessibility was a big word that we heard from a lot of people, and heard you say that a lot of people wanted to not only have access for all children of any disability they may have, but also even grown-ups, you know, if their grandma and grandpa need a little bit of help to get to where they need to go for the playground. Having that ability and the flexibility of this playground for accessibility was a very important thing. So when you think about it, you've got a playground that is on a beach, so that also added some extra wrinkles in the design as well, right?
It did. And actually, I'm glad you mentioned grandparents, because I talked to a number of children, including my own and his friends, over time, and got feedback from them, and parents. I'm a parent as well, but talked to parents and to ask them what they would like in a new playground. But what I thought was the most fun for me was to talk to the grandparents, because a lot of times grandparents are the caregivers in one way or another. And the playground is a great free place to take their kids to run around. And I learned that the grandparents often meet other grandparents at these playgrounds. So to get their feedback and input on the accessibility, they want to be able to be on the equipment and near the equipment and play alongside their grandchildren and children, older siblings. This playground is designed for that. There are so many great, wonderful features that likely weren't available 30 plus years ago when the original design was put into place. So we want to make sure that we're including those new features, additional features. There's been studies, and we can take that data to see how we can make improvements, including just really upping our game on the accessibility factor. And one of those items specifically is the surfacing. Right now, the surface of the playground is sand,
Right.
And in order to, we want to make sure that we're in compliance, that we're safe, and that it's accessible. So the new surfacing, although it's a little bit costly, it is definitely worth the price in order to make it more accessible for everybody.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's really awesome to hear, and very excited about this playground. When does the, I guess, as you said, construction will begin shortly. What happens to the old one? When is that being removed?
We are working out a schedule right now. If we're trying to determine if any of the components can be reused. Within the Parks Department, we also run the county's recycling program, so we're all about reuse and recycling if possible. The demo of the current playground will occur towards the end of this month or starting October 1st. So within the next few weeks, the public can expect to see some fencing go up around the construction area. I would encourage anyone that you can, it's beautiful out, go to the beach, get your last play on this current playground. Bring back memories of a kid if you're an adult that used to play on it, and get your last minutes of play, because we will be starting construction towards the end of the month or early October.
That's really awesome. And so, with timeline for that, then, so if you start construction in October, then what's the, I guess, target completion for this?
Sure. Well, I can say that our contractor is willing to work through the winter, weather dependent.
Sure.
And our winters have been very odd. So we don't know what to expect. But if it does stay decent weather through October, November, and into December, the contractor will be out there getting as far as they can. The construction will then start back up in the spring. And our goal is to have it open to the public before Memorial Day of 2025.
Oh, that's exciting. And as we talked about, you said about 90% of the fundraising goal of 1.25 million. So still a good ways to go. How are you getting to that point to get to 100%?
Well, I can say that we have over 100 donors so far, and we've received multiple grants, and organizations have donated through their foundations. We really have just had an amazing community support for this project. We are still reaching out to individuals and businesses and organizations who might want to put their name on this project and help us get to that final goal. We will be making a couple of announcements coming up that helps us get a little closer to that goal. So stay tuned there. We're excited about that. So right now we're just kind of putting a push out to the community that if hopefully you've heard about the project happening over the last year, if you're thinking about donating, this is a great time. Get us that last push through our last 10% to our 100% goal. And then we will continue to work really hard to bring the best playground to the beaches of Lake Michigan in the area.
We're talking with Jill Adams. She's the director at the Berrien County Parks Department about the Silver Beach Playground project that has been talked about for a long time, and now is getting to the point of ready to break ground and get construction rolling and all of that. And as you mentioned, people that have been hearing about it and kind of maybe paying attention to what's going on, but maybe haven't fully understood everything that's going on. If we want to find information about some of this stuff, maybe see drawings of what it's going to look like, or any other good information that they may want to know, because I know this has been a long, lengthy process. So if we want to catch up on some of this stuff, Jill, where do we go?
There's a few different places, actually. If you're at Silver Beach, you could stop in the beach office. We've got some information and drawings and renderings there. The beach managers can help explain what's happening. Sure. If you go to the Berrien County website, there's also renderings, progress bar, list of donors, how to donate, all listed there. And I'm happy to talk to people as well. I've had the blessing to go out and talk to a number of civic organizations over the last year. And that is such a great way actually to get feedback too on how we can improve the Berrien County Parks system. But I always mention the playground project, and that's been a good way. So if there's anyone out there that needs a speaker, I am happy to come out and talk about Berrien County Parks, and I will put a nudge in there for the playground project.
Absolutely. And yeah, you're exactly right, because it's one of those where, yes, Silver Beach County Park has been a big topic, but yeah, with all of the Berrien County parks that are within our our region. You guys are in charge of all that stuff. So ideas, relationships, all of those are great for the future of the parks within our entire county. So this is just one of those great things, and I look forward to hearing more news about it and seeing the completion and breaking ground and all of that cool stuff, because I know I had a lot of memories of spending time with family and going to the park with my friends and hanging out on that playground. So it's a lot of memories for a lot of people in the community, and now new memories that will be shared with this new playground. So again, where can we go to find more information if we want to even just make a quick donation? Can we do it online as well?
Yeah, we are working with the Berrien Community Foundation, and they have a portal at their website for the Silver Beach Playground Project. You can donate right there online. They also accept the donations at their facility on State Street in St. Joe. It is tax deductible donations, so just keep that in mind as well. So Berrien Community Foundation has information, as well as the Berrien County Parks web pages. You can get the same information there.
Fantastic. Anything we missed, Jill? I know that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I've had an opportunity to meet a whole lot of great people. And last summer, I was at the park after hours, sitting there eating dinner with my family. We got Silver Beach pizza and went and ate it at the park, as everyone should do. So much fun. Right. And we talked to a lady sitting next to us at the picnic table, and she was there with 3 kids. And I didn't tell her I worked for the park. I just talked to her, and I said, "Where are you from?" And she said, "Canada." And I said, "Oh, what made you come to St. Joe for your vacation, or what are you doing?" And she said that she asked her kids where they wanted to go on vacation, and their kids' answer was, "We want to go back to that playground. We want to go back to that beach with the playground." Oh. And so that playground was so memorable to them that's what they drove all the way across the state of Michigan, came to St. Joe to play at the beach on the playground. So that was a fun story for me to learn and share. And I think that other people have similar stories like that with that playground too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have international impact with this little playground in our community. So it's really great to see what the future holds for this. And I look forward to hearing more about it as we get closer to all of the great things that you guys have coming up. But Jill, thank you so much for catching us up on everything that's going on, not only with the Silver Beach Playground, but also with things at the Berrien County Parks Department.
Thank you so much.